Bayern Munich is the second of three daunting games for Arsenal coming up. The third is Chelsea, as you said, one of the maybe like one of the biggest games of the season for Arsenal right now because Chelsea are their closest challengers in the table, 6 points behind. I mean, yeah, last weekend could have only been improved if Chelsea lost, but they didn't. They got the job done against Burnley. Fair play to them. It's been still quite like inconsistent for Chelsea this season. I mean, previously, I think only about a few weeks ago there was talk of, oh, is Maresca's job under threat? But to be fair, I mean they've come back. They're now 6 points behind Arsenal. So is it? Would you say that Chelsea are the team that you're most concerned about in the title race right now?
No, I still look at Manchester City personally, but I do think Chelsea are a really good team. I think a lot of people are underestimating Chelsea. I think they're good. Yes, they're young, and that's true. They are young, but Arsenal were young a couple of years ago, and they pushed Man City very, very close as well. When you get some momentum behind you, you can really just start motoring in this league. And I think Chelsea are winning games. They're winning a lot of games. They've done it all without Cole Palmer, their best player as well. So I think they deserve an awful lot of credit for the way they're playing. They're grinding out wins. They're going, yes, look, they should have beaten Burnley at the weekend. That's not a strange result. I went to Burnley recently. They offer very, very little. And I never expected Chelsea to drop points, but they still got to go there and get the win. And they did that. And they've done that away from home on a few occasions now where maybe previous Chelsea's in the last couple of years would have dropped points. So I think they're a very good team. I think they're a very dangerous team. I think it'll be a really difficult game for Arsenal on Sunday. And if Chelsea can win that and make the gap just 3 points, then it's absolutely game on, and Chelsea will start to believe as well, especially with Cole Palmer now coming back. So I think it's a really tough game for Arsenal, really tough game at the end of a really demanding week. As you said, if Arsenal can come through that and get the 3 points against Chelsea, huge. Really, really huge. Everyone's been talking about this week for Arsenal, looking at it again, all North London derby, then Chelsea away. This could be the week that they drop points and suddenly everyone's back in it. But if Arsenal can come through at 100%, 6 points from six in the league, be massive. I mean, what a message that would be to the rest of the league. So huge game, I think, on Sunday.
Yeah, but I mean, we were talking last week about the Arsenal Spurs head to head, and against Chelsea, it's also very pleasing because they haven't lost against them since that home game in 2021, and their last defeat at Stamford Bridge was back in 2018. And it always seemed like Stamford Bridge was a bit of a cursed ground for Arsenal back in the day, but now it seems that they love playing there. And that we were speaking about the balance of power between Arsenal and Spurs last week and how it's flipped. Does it feel like that with Chelsea now? Do Arsenal seem to really enjoy playing them?
Well, results say yes. I mean, we all lived through the era where Chelsea versus Arsenal was a horrible match for Arsenal. It was just, didn't matter where it was, the Emirates or Stamford Bridge, Chelsea would win and they'd win comfortably and they'd bully Arsenal. Though, I mean, those days are gone now, obviously. And like you said, I mean, I can't even remember the last time Arsenal lost to Chelsea. I can't remember the game. You say it's 2018. It's on the top of my head. I can't remember it. But they've played very, very well there of late. The 2-2 a couple of years ago was the one game where they were pretty poor and they just about salvaged something from that game. But other than that, it's certainly not a ground they're going to fear. They've got very good memories of that place. They know they can play there and they can go and win. But look, Chelsea beat Liverpool already this season at home in a really good victory. So they're very dangerous, and Arsenal will be well aware of that. So I'm not one to really look at previous records a lot. I don't think it. I don't. Chelsea are very different. They've got a lot of new players. Arsenal have got new players. So it's just about what you do on the day, really. Past history is nice. It's nice to talk about, but on the day, it's about you've got to go out there and perform. And Arsenal are going to have to perform very, very well on Sunday if they're going to get something from that game.
Yeah, definitely. And you were saying there that if Chelsea can find a way to win, they'll be 3 points behind. But if Arsenal win and results also go their way, they'll be 9 points ahead with a third of the Premier League season gone. So I mean, it's a big if, but if that scenario does unfold, can we say it's Arsenal's title to lose, or is it still too early?
Oh, it's far too early, Ben. We're not even in December. I know lots of rival fans and lots of media and narrative are trying to spin the fact it's Arsenal to lose, but it's not. It can literally flip like that. It really, really can. Even last season, when you think about, I think when Mourinho scored those 2 goals at Leicester when he played the first game as a false nine, that closed the gap to about 5 points, and that was in February, something like that. And then Liverpool end up running away with it. Everything can change so quickly. You can think you're in it one moment and then suddenly you're out of it. You can think you're dominating it one moment and suddenly two results go against you and suddenly you're second. If Arsenal hadn't won against Tottenham at the weekend, if they'd have lost that game, Chelsea could have gone top with victory this weekend in that game. That's how quickly things can flip. Just 2 results can suddenly change things. So, Arsenal are in a brilliant position. They deserve to be in the position they're in. Absolutely. But they are not going to be listening to what people are saying outside. They're not going to believe that this is done and dusted and it's theirs to lose. They know how difficult it is. Arteta says it every single time. It's so hard to win any game in the Premier League. You have to earn it. You have to fight for it. And Arsenal got a hell of a long way to go. Just yet, it's looking good. They're in fantastic form. They look the side to beat, no doubt about it. But a long way away from having one hand on the trophy, let alone 2.
Yeah, of course. Arteta's going to be asked about the title situation. He'll just say, "Oh yeah, it's all about the next game," and rightly so, because it is always about the next game for Arsenal. Anyway,
well, look at Liverpool. Look at Liverpool after the first 5 games. Everyone's saying they've run away with it. They're going to win it. They're going to get 100 points, win it by a mile, and they'd won 5 out of 5. And then look at them now. It just changes so quickly. Momentum can shift. You can find yourself on a bad run of form, and then you just can't. No matter how many good players you got, no matter how much money you spend in the summer, as Liverpool did, finding out, you can't find a way out of it. It's just a slippery slope. So, yeah, no one's counting their chickens at Arsenal just yet.